pilot spotting an unidentified flying object. A pilot spotting an unidentified flying object. A pilot spotting an unidentified flying object.
This edition of Sightings. On a stormy night over New Mexico, the crew of America West Flight 564 saw something in the air that shocked them.
When it's lightning, you can see a dark object, and it was pretty eerie looking.
Sightings has the incredible untold story of a UFO encounter at 30,000 feet. Was it the mysterious lady in black that saved Bob Davidson's life on that lonely stretch of Indiana highway? Or was it fate?
I don't know what happened here, but it definitely was a miracle.
This man has created a computer program that just might make him the Nostradamus of our age.
I predict the most novel event in the history of the world, 2012.
And don't try telling Colin Andrews that crop circles are a hoax. He knows better.
Welcome to Sightings. I'm Tim White. A declassified United States Air Force Security Service document contains a chilling statement. It reads, quote, "Sometime in his career, each pilot can expect to encounter strange, unusual happenings, which will never be adequately or entirely explained by logic or subsequent investigation," unquote. It's a public declaration of something many pilots have privately known for years. Even at 30,000 feet, there are UFOs. Recently, Sightings was contacted by two air traffic controllers, each describing the same disturbing incident in the skies above New Mexico on the night of May 26, 1995. Here is part of one of the controllers' message, as recorded on the Sightings hotline, electronically altered to protect the caller's identity.
I work as an air traffic controller, and a pilot of America West Airlines had seen an object between 300 and 400 feet long.
Through the Freedom of Information Act, a Sightings investigative team has obtained the actual radio transmission between a flight control center in Albuquerque and an America West Boeing 757. Based on these transmissions, we've been able to recreate a startling encounter between a commercial aircraft loaded with passengers and an unknown craft 6 miles above the Earth. The voices are real. The words are not scripted. This is the actual transmission recorded at the moment the UFO was sighted.
Yeah, off to our 3 o'clock. Get some strokes out there. Can you tell us what it is?
But air traffic control cannot tell America West Flight 564 what it is. The object is not on radar. The tone of the radio communication begins to change.
There's nothing on the radar on that object that's up in the air.
It's up in the air?
Affirmative.
No, no one knows anything about it. What's the altitude about?
I don't know, probably right around 30,000 or so, and the length is unbelievable.
Albuquerque controllers contact the military for an earthbound explanation.
Anna, go ahead.
Hey, do you guys know if there was anything like a tethered balloon or anything released that should be above tie band?
No, we haven't heard nothing about it.
Okay. Guy at 39,000 says he sees something at 30,000 if the length is unbelievable and it has a strobe on it.
Uh-huh.
This is not good. Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's a UFO or something.
It's right in time. And no, we haven't seen nothing like that.
Okay, keep your eyes open.
Foxtrot Kilo.
Dr. Richard Haynes is an aerospace engineer and aviation expert. For the last 30 years, he's been conducting independent research on pilot sightings of UFOs. His collection of pilot reports is the largest in the world. Sightings provided Dr. Haynes with the America West transmissions for his analysis.
In fact, where we initially spotted it was between the weather and us, and when the lightning, you could see a dark object, and it was pretty eerie looking.
Well, the pilot has just discussed the sighting again in a little more detail with air traffic control at Albuquerque. And he said that he saw a dark object because it was back illuminated. Basically, lightning in the cloud at some distance caused the object to be visible. He then said it looked eerie.
3 of us up here saw it.
We have only Dr. Haynes' analysis of the event because all attempts to interview the America West crew were politely but firmly denied. There is no law that prohibits them from speaking out, at least not any written law.
They don't encourage you reporting it, that's for sure.
This man, a United Airlines pilot for 35 years, also had a UFO encounter at 30,000 feet. But it is only now that he is retired and anonymous that he's willing to describe his sighting.
When it was ready to leave, it departed at a very high rate of speed, accelerating as it went, and disappeared off into the distance at speeds that I couldn't even estimate. The other crew members have never come forward.
Alitalia pilot Graham Shepard is also familiar with the industry's code of silence.
It is a commercial judgment that pilots shouldn't speak about this. Unfortunately, it's a fact of life that any UFO, alliance with a UFO sighting or anything unusual about a particular crew member will downgrade the potential of that airline to earn maximum profits.
Despite the airline industry's efforts to silence its pilots, these transmission tapes speak for them. After the New Mexico controller's initial call to NORAD was laughed off, NORAD called back.
We had someone call here earlier about a pilot spotting an unidentified flying object.
Yep, that's us.
Okay, well, hey, we're tracking a search-only track kind of where that might have happened. It's tracking about 390 knots. We've been tracking it for about 3-4 minutes now. I mean, to be going that fast, it's got to be up kind of high.
And you got no code on it, huh?
Nope, it's search-only.
It seems that the radar controller was tracking an object, an unknown, that wasn't transponding. And by law, any craft in controlled airspace must have a transponder. But it's very interesting that ultimately it was seen by the radar controller.
This is an historic UFO event. Audio tape confirms that 3 highly trained commercial pilots witnessed an enormous UFO, a UFO confirmed on radar by NORAD Air Defense Command. This is one encounter that cannot be dismissed as a hallucination or a hoax. Something was up there. Are we prepared for its return?
I've listened to the American West tape, and my opinion is that it's absolutely authentic. If handled correctly, this tape could be something of a breakthrough.
First time in 15 years I've ever seen anything like it.
In Mexico City, a 5-year-long flap of UFO activity has